Hey guys, I'm Mason, and in this video, I'm doing my Week 2 NFL game picks. So I'm a little late this week, and I did not make it in time for the Thursday night game. That was the Bills at the Dolphins. So I'm just gonna start with this game, the Giants at the Commanders. Neither of these teams played that great that last week, so I don't think it'll be that good of a game. I'm going with the Commanders just because the Giants played really bad to a Vikings team that was playing a backup quarterback. So I'm going with the Commanders 13-20. We have the Browns at the Jaguars. These two teams also didn't play all that great last week. The Jaguars almost beat the Dolphins. That game was 17-20, and the Browns lost big to the Cowboys 33-17. But I don't know. I think this might be a close game because I think both of these teams have a lot of potential this season. But just because the Jaguars, in my eyes, did a little bit better last week, I'm going with Jacksonville 22-26. The Jets at the Titans. Again, not both of these teams kind of disappointed me last week. I guess the Titans, I kind of expected it. They didn't do all that good. They lost to the Bears 17-24. The Bears didn't score an offensive touchdown that game, and the Titans still lost. The Jets, I don't know what happened. I wasn't able to watch that game, but I don't know what happened. They just did not play good at all. Yeah, they were playing one of the better teams in the league, but still, they did not play good. That being said, I think the Jets will win this game. I think they're the better team, and I think they'll have a bounce back week. So I'm going with New York 23-17. The Seahawks at the Patriots. Both of these teams kind of surprised me, especially the Patriots. They beat the Bengals 16-10. That was probably one of the bigger upsets of week 1. But the Seahawks, they played a solid game. They beat the Broncos 20-26. And I just like Seattle in this one. I feel like they're the more complete team here. So I'm going with Seahawks 30-24. The 49ers at the Vikings. Even though the Vikings really impressed me last week, the 49ers just ran through the Jets. I mean, they made it look easy, and I didn't think the Jets were going to be a bad team going into this season. So I got to go with San Francisco here, even with Christian McCaffrey out again. Final score 31-20. The Colts at the Packers. This should be a good game. Even though both of these teams lost last week, they played decent. The Colts barely lost to the Texans 29-27, and the Packers lost to the Eagles 29-34. So they were both close games, and against good teams. So I think this will be a really fun one. I'm excited for it, but I like Green Bay in this one 26-30. The Buccaneers at the Lions, another one I'm excited for this week. Both of these teams are looking pretty good again this season, which is kind of to be expected. I just feel like the Lions were a little more impressive. I don't know, actually. Like, Tampa Bay played really good last week against the Commanders, but I don't know. For now, I'm going with the Lions. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Final score 30-33. Okay, this one might be the one I'm most excited for. The Saints at the Cowboys, because it feels like the Cowboys always have at least one game every season, where it's just a complete shootout. And both of these teams scored a lot of points last week. The Saints scored 47 on the Panthers, and the Cowboys scored 33 on the Browns. So I think this is going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a really entertaining game. I'm going with Dallas 34-40. The Chargers at the Panthers. The Panthers looked awful last week, so I think this should be a fairly easy win for the Chargers, 26-16. Raiders at the Ravens. I think the Ravens will win this one. They did lose to the Chiefs last week, I was surprised at the Ravens game because they didn't run the ball with Derrick Henry nearly as much as I thought they would. So I feel like they're going to learn a lot from last week and end up bouncing back and winning this one, 13-27. The Rams at the Cardinals. The Cardinals didn't look that great last week. I didn't watch all that game, but I saw a few clips of it, and it didn't look that good. They barely lost. It was 28-34 against the Bills. So it ended up being a close game, but I don't see them beating the Rams in this one. So I'm going with Los Angeles 26-20. The Steelers at the Broncos. So Russell Wilson is out again. Justin Fields will be the starter, but he didn't look awful last week. Yeah, there was nothing great, but I believe he did not turn the ball over, which is really good. The Steelers did not score a touchdown, but they still won the game. They won off of field goals, which was crazy. But I kind of like the Steelers in this one. The Broncos, yeah, they didn't play bad, but I just don't know if they'll be able to beat the Steelers, especially the way that defense played last week. So I'm going Pittsburgh 22-13. The Bengals at the Chiefs, I really don't know how this game will go. The Chiefs look like a solid team again this year. They'll be tough to beat, but the Bengals played awful last week against the Patriots. So I think the Bengals will bounce back a little bit. I don't think they're going to win this game, but I think they'll have a much better game than they did in week 1. I'm going final score 17-27 Kansas City. Sunday night is the Bears at the Texans. As a Bears fan, I am super nervous about this game. That offense did not look nearly as good as I had hoped. As I said earlier, no offensive touchdowns for Chicago last week, which was really sad. Caleb Williams' stats were not good. I mean, the game, like when I was watching the game, it didn't look awful. There was definitely some things that he needed to improve on. And I'm really hoping that they figured out what they did wrong last week and are able to fix their offense and score some points in this game, because the Houston Texans are a tough team. I'm going with the Texans in this one. Final score 20-30. Monday night we have the Falcons at the Eagles. The Eagles played really good last week against the Packers. The Falcons did not play so good against the Steelers. So it's pretty easy for me to pick the Eagles in this one. I'm going 16-27. The 3 people that participated in fan picks also agree with that, and they're picking the Eagles. So if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're new and you want to be part of this channel, join our Discord server. There's a link for that in the description. That's also how you can be a part of fan picks. We're gonna expand that to Monday night and Thursday night. So if you want to be part of that, join the Discord server, and I will see you next time on Good Gamers. Thanks for watching.